Fluffy Pants here, and today I got another movie review. I just got back from the movie theater seeing Goosebumps 2, which is the sequel to the Jack Black film Goosebumps. I love this movie. I was a fan of books whenever I was a little younger, used to read all of them, and I thought the first movie was really good. Go check out my review. I'll try to put a little card, it's either in that corner or that corner, I don't know, but try to put a card up there for my review of it. But yes, I just got back from seeing Goosebumps 2, which, I mean, I'm a big fan of the books. I got a lot of them. I gave a lot of them to my brother, though. But interesting fact, this is number 32 of the original series, and this is actually an original print from 94 or 5, something. I want to say 94. But it's an original print, so this book right here is original. I use that a lot more, like probably around 100 of them. But yes, Goosebumps 2, I was, looking forward to it. Not like something I'm like, oh my god, I have to see that, like Halloween, the new Halloween. Check out, I would do a review next week of that one, whenever I see it. But Goosebumps, this film was a little disappointing me in some areas, but some areas I thought was a pretty nice Halloween-y movie just to watch. I'm actually watching the original one right now because it's on TV since they're doing a marathon of it since, the new one came out. But, this main film, you get these characters, which are, like, friends, and they start, like, their own business called the Junk Bros, and they go in this old house that used to be R.L. Stein's house, because in the first movie, he said, like, he had to move it to town every time something happened, so this was an old abandoned house he was in, and there's, like, some little Easter eggs right here and there, like, out front, there's, like, 2 long gnomes, but, they're not alive, and then inside there's, I think it's a reference to the book Cry of the Cat. It's like a taxidermy cat. I think that's a reference. Not sure, never read that book, but I think it's a reference to Cry of the Cat. So, and then like they turn it, and then a door opens up in the fireplace, and like there's a chest in there. So then they bring the chest out, and they open it up as a manuscript, and they open it up, no title or anything, but then all of a sudden inside the chest, after they open up the book, Slappy appears, and I love Slappy, like the original one in the first movie. He's right there. He's even more accurate than the TV show, which the TV show one was actually, I might have to do a whole nother, like, video on that, but, like, that's some interesting stuff right there, if I ever do a video on it. But, yeah, he's very accurate to the books and all. I wish I had the book right here, but I don't have it with me. But, yeah, so Slappy appears, and then he, beats up bullies and stuff for them, does their homework and all that. He's like, I just want a family. And so, they like, okay, yeah, this guy's cool. And he's like playing Rocket League with them while playing video games. And then he he beat up the bullies, and then their sister, or one of the boys' sister, gets mad because her boyfriend was caught cheating or whatever. So Slappy goes to the school and literally gets the screws out of a ladder and makes him fall down straight. And yeah, so Slappy's, like, oh yeah, all I want's a family and all that kind of stuff. But and then his master plan starts coming together, because then the kids realize this guy's bad news. So then they try to read out the words, and then Slappy gets mad at him because he knows they're trying to make him go back dead. Because the interesting fact, they actually used the words from the book and the TV show in this movie, or in the second movie, but not the first movie. So whenever they read those words inside the house, that one makes them come alive. And I think you have to read it 3 times backwards to make him, take the lie, make him kind of dead, I guess, or go to sleep or whatever. So they try doing that, but it doesn't work. So then Slappy gets all mad at them, and they put him inside a trunk and throw him in a river, but then he comes back and whatever. So then they go home, they think they got rid of him and all that. But then Slappy goes to a department store, I think it's Fred's or whatever. And then, so at Fred's he goes to the Halloween section or whatever, and there's like a whole Goosebump mask standee and all that. And brings all the Halloween masks and all that alive. And here's one of my problems I have with this movie. It's not a lot of the Goosebumps actual, like, monsters from, like, the books and TV shows and all that. It's a lot of, just kind of basic monsters. There's only a couple that I know, like Slappy, the Werewolf of Fever Swamp, the Abominable Snowman. There's a couple of law gnomes. And and I think maybe the Haunted Mask from the Haunted Mask 2, the Old Man Mask. Maybe, but that's about it. because the store employee, his name's Walter. Slappy's like, welcome to the family, and like a mask that's like old manish looking, that's green, flies on his face and like makes him like a hunchback or whatever. I think that might be the Haunted Mask from the Haunted Mask 2 from the book or whatever. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But then like the whole master plan is that he's gonna bring Halloween to life with like a Tesla tower inside the town of Warrenclyffe, New York, which I don't know if that's a real town or not, but I mean, it looks pretty cool, especially the main battle near the end where like the whole tower's like lit up and all that with electricity and all that. So then Slappy's master plan is bring Halloween to life forever, so he has a family, and then take the kid's mom and turn her into his mom, which a puppet mom, which kind of reminds me of Night Living Dummy 3, like the episode whenever he turns the one kid into a living puppet. But so he does that and all. And then what he plans to do is, you know, bring Halloween to life forever and, you know, destroy the book that they came out of and suck them back in. But, and see, after that, R.L. Stein, Jack Black does show up, but he's not in there much. He doesn't even really do anything. He's just like, oh boy. But there is a really funny joke. So whenever Jack Black first shows up in the town, R.L. Stein shows up back up in the town. Near a sewer, you see a red balloon just floating slowly. He's like, I knew I came up with that. And see, the interesting thing is that this book that they opened up is a book he wrote even before the whole Goosebumps series. It was just called Haunted Halloween, which he wrote like in '85, I think they said, something like that. But I mean, it's pretty interesting. No book like that actually exists though. And there is a cameo by R.L. Stein though. He's like the principal of the school near the end. But overall, this movie's just a fun Halloween movie if you just want the Halloween spirit. Nice, fun Halloween movie if you want to watch with little kids or whatever. I still like the first one better, to tell you the truth. But the second one is a worthy sequel, I would say. But it doesn't really start getting good until, like, actual Halloween night, I would say. But Slappy, there is some pretty creepy imagery with Slappy, though, I will say. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this movie down below if you've seen it. Will you go see it? Anyway, check me out on Twitter at FluffyPantsRev. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!